Hello and welcome back to the mic. Hello and welcome back to the Wild Hunt. I'm a man who just almost had a fucking heart attack before this, and we're back with YoaMae. Context. I had a D&D session before this again, and I was 100% convinced that we were wiping Basically, we were fighting these monsters, which is like partially just kind of like harmless little things, partially like actually like somewhat competent, like humanoid creatures, and lastly like a bunch of these like massive things that like spew out like a 25 feet long line of goop basically, and if you're standing in that goop, nothing happens. However, if you stand in that goop and then leave that goop, perfect clone of you spawns. However, it is not a perfect clone of you at the state you were in when you left the goop. It is a perfect clone for the state you were for your perfect state. So if you have like stuff like feline agility, it's online. If you have stuff like fucking dragon's breath, it's completely online. If you have stuff that can only be used like as much as like proficiency bonus per long rest, and you used up all of them already, and this copy is formed, it has all of them back. And same goes for spell slots. And here's the thing, one feature my character has is he's a warlock, and one feature he has is from his subclass, which is a homebrew thing, where if he hits someone this is an Eldritch Invocation, by the way. He gets this ability from an Eldritch Invocation that comes with this subclass. So it is, of course, like you gotta factor in. This is like supposed to be on a similar power level as other Eldritch Invocations, which they can be fucking busted. But yeah, what it does is if you hit someone with a ranged attack from the Huntsman's Bow, you can expend a spell slot and deal an additional 2d8 for every spell level used. So if you use a first level spell slot, it does plus 2d8. So overall the damage would be 3d8 plus damage modifier from the normal attack, from the normal ranged attack. If you use a second level spell slots, it's now 5d8 plus the attack modifier, and so on and so forth. I have third level spell slots. And this man, this fucking clone, attacks our wizard, uses that ability, and counter spells the shield that the wizard used to not get hit. And instantly drops. I think he said like he was literally 1 damage off of just instant death. He was so fucking lucky. Like if the damage was literally just like 1 point higher, he would have been dead right there. Thankfully, he was only dropped, and our party pet, which has an ability to just like forcefully have someone drink a potion, saved him. However, the pet could not save his owner, since the Barbarian actually straight up did die because failed the first death saving throw and critically failed the second. Thankfully, we had a druid with Revivify. However, almost every one of us was close to fucking death, so we were 100% convinced that this was a party wipe, or at the very least, at least one person was gonna die. And we somehow managed to fucking get through it because of a weird illusory, like, blue firewall, which burned the enemies. Like, it was literally a case of, like, oh no, I thought I was, like, because this firewall was, like, moving in little by little, more and more. And I thought I was outside of the range of the next jump forward, so I thought I was gonna be okay. But even then, I couldn't run faster. And suddenly, like, I'm fucking in the fire, and the DM just says, like, so about the fire, you see the fire encroach upon you. But nothing happens. You're completely fine. However, you look over to your clone, who's also in the firewall, and he's panically trying to stomp out the fire, and is slowly but surely consumed by the flames. So I just sat there like, oh. The fire's good, guys! We 100% would have fucking lost that if it wasn't for that fucking firewall. So yeah, heart attack. Anyway, we left we finished the session, which is like right after we've ended it right after we revived the Barbarian, and then we ended it, and our fucking fighter had like 1 HP left. Our wizard had like 6 left after he got back up. Fucking Flynn only had 6 left as well. It was tough, Jesus. Anyways, I'll probably tell them about today at dinner. You think we can borrow it?
So ne.
Nessun ponders. It's fine if it's impossible.
じゃあ無理。
Nessun.
達也くん。そういうずるいことは言っちゃダメよ。貸してほしいんでしょ？
Yeah.
なら、最後まで貸してほしいって言いなさい。
Here's the thing. The mature thing is to say, like, listen up, I want to borrow this. However, if it is absolutely not fucking possible, not much I can do. I'm not gonna sit here and bitch about it. I'm gonna look for alternatives. That's the mature thing to do. Don't teach him to be a spoiled fucking brat who will fucking cry until he gets what he wants. Sorry.
それはともかく、貸し出すのは大丈夫だと思うわ。使っていないのが倉庫にあったから。型はちょっと古いと思うけど、それは我慢してね。
Thanks. It's enough if we can use it.
いつ取りに来るの？
It's good anytime.
じゃあ、明日のうちには手配しておくから、好きな時に取りに来てね。
Thank you. The discussion of the equipment is settled with this. I also have one more thing planned.
何かしら？
This is a request for Mia.
私ですか？
Mia's caught by surprise by the suddenness. The truth is, tell them my plans for the tea party. What do you think? Mia looks at Fina.
構いませんよ。おやりなさい。ありがとうございます、姫様。と言っても、私もその場にいるわけですから、ぜひ美味しいものを食べさせてちょうだい。はい。
Mia responds cheerfully. The purpose is to introduce lunar culture, so I'd be happy if you could make things that are only on the moon.
わかりました。メニューを考えておきます。
Well, I'll collect the fees from everyone later, so...
お財布に優しくですね。
Exactly. I'll buy the ingredients, so tell me what you need after you've decided.
わかりました。できるだけ早く決めます。ずいぶん具体的になってきたわね。
Yeah, somewhat. The projector was Estel's idea. It'll be hard to understand with just a simple lecture, and it won't be interesting either.
あのエステルさんがそんな風に言ってくれたのなら大進歩じゃない。
I couldn't have a proper conversation with her at first.
じゃあ、この辺でデートでも誘ってみましょう。
Why does it come to that? Are you saying that I like Estel?
そうだと思っていたけど。
No, that's not... A head turns in circles while I respond. I like Estel. I don't hate her, of course. I thought that she's a beautiful girl since the first time I've met her.
最近エステルさんの話ばかりしてるですよ。お兄様。
My casts a sidelong glance at me. You think?
そうなんです。
If Maya says it's true, then... Could it be that I like her after all?
達也は自分の気持ちが分かっていないのね。
I wonder. Yeah, I've been going to the chapel frequently these days. But it was for the dorm meeting. Why did I go there before then? Yeah, because I didn't like how she lumped the people around her all into one group because they're Earthlings. It's because I wanted to see her, wanted her to see her surroundings in a different light. Might like her, I don't really know.
おお、言ってしまいましたよ。おめでとう。
Estel claps her hands. I don't think there's a joyous event in particular.
可愛い弟に好きな人ができたのよ。これを喜ばずして何を喜べというの？
Like I said, I still don't know.
それを確かめるために誘ってみるのもいいのではないかしら。
Indeed, I'll be able to tell whether I like her or not if I'm conscious of being together with her. Even if I invite her, where would we go?
夏の定番といえば海じゃないかしら。
Bringing her out of the residential district is difficult, but Estel's swimsuit will be pretty. Actually, does she even have a swimsuit?
お兄ちゃん、なんか顔がだらしなくなってる。仕方がないわね、達也は。
Who do they think they are? Do Lunarians want to go to the beach after all?
そうね。水に入りたいかどうかは別として、一度は見てみたいものだと思うわ。私もそう思います。
I see. Might be possible to invite her just to look at the beach. It's kind of far, but I might be able to do it if I pass it off as a walk with the Italians. I'll try to do something about it.
楽しみね、舞ちゃん。ほんと、どうなるかな。
My family members look at me with leering eyes. Sure, I'm blessed to have a family that gives me advice. That's how I feel. The weather is as nice as ever. Regardless of it being mid-morning, the shadow that falls at my feet is slightly black. Thanks to Mia, who had kept at it, the lunch party menu had been decided in one day. The paper that she handed me this morning has the names of various ingredients lined up. As a matter of fact, preparing the food for the tea party isn't all there is to it. Tableware to put the food on, cups for the drinks, chopsticks and forks, tablecloths, etc. There are a bunch of things that we need. We have to make additional purchases for things that the chapel doesn't have. Estel is dusting the altar with a cloth in the chapel. I become wrapped in tension when I see her figure. There's no way I can look at her without being conscious of it since everyone said those things yesterday. My chest is pounding, my hands are sweaty. There's proof that I'm conscious of her as the opposite sex. Confusion from yesterday is blown away just like that, from being conscious by her, just seeing her. I want to get closer. Such thoughts are indeed inside my mind. Good afternoon. Estel raised her face as I call out to her. There's a faint glimmer of sweat on her forehead. As I thought, she's beautiful.
こんにちは。
I bring good news today. Her voice is really high-pitched.
あら、珍しいですね。
Estel hangs the cloth on the bucket. Had I always been bringing bad news?
そうですね。大体は。
Estel smiles complacently. The usual maliciousness clears away my tension.
それで？
The museum is willing to lend us the equipment used for the lecture.
それは助かります。
They said that we can pick it up anytime, so I want to go today if possible.
そうですね。後回しにしても良いことはないでしょう。
I've also gotten Fina and Mia's consent regarding the lunch party. I have the list for the menu and the ingredients as well.
順調ですね。
I'd like to purchase the necessary things whenever possible. Estel ponders a little.
今日お時間は？
I'm free until evening.
では、暑くならないうちに済ませてしまいましょう。
Estel lifts up the bucket.
片付けてきますので、少し待っていてください。
Alright, you can take your time.
急いでほしいのですか？
No, that's not what I mean. Did I say that in the wrong way?
気を使ってもらってありがとう。
So she did get what I meant. Oh, it's fast, huh? One who shows up as Wreath. I mistook you for somebody else.
そう。
Wreath placed the tray she was holding on a chair. It's iced tea. Thanks.
持っていけと言われただけ。
Still, thanks.
よくわからない。
She says that bluntly and then goes back out the door she came from. She's a strange girl as usual.
お待たせしました。
Estel shows up this time after a short while. It didn't feel like I was being kept that long since I was enjoying the tea. Samir, thanks for the tea.
喜んでもらえたのなら何よりです。それでは行きましょうか。
Sure. Speaking of which, does your iced tea not become cloudy when you make it? I tried to make black tea before, but it ended up being cloudy when I did. By the way, the iced tea I had in the chapel was a transparent amber color.
それは氷の量が足りなかったからではないでしょうか。
Is that how it is?
アイスティーを濁らせないには何より急激に冷やす必要があります。氷の量が少なかったり、ポットからお茶が出る勢いが弱かったりすると濁りやすいですね。
That's so.
でも濁ったとしても味は大して変わりません。ミルクなどを入れてしまうのも良いと思いますよ。
Oh, very well. The black tea is a hobby of hers. We reached the museum soon after we discussed about the black tea.
穂積さんはここで働いてらっしゃるのですね。
Yes, every day until late at night. I reply while smiling wryly.
これが教団の特別展ですか？
Estel asks me while staring at a poster affixed to the display board.
オープニングセレモニーにはたくさんの付き人が出席するようですね。
Estel looks at the poster with a slightly sad expression. She's recalling her days back on the moon. It just hurts a little when I think that. Let's go.
ええ。
Excuse me!
あら、あなたは館長の。
Went at the reception desk as the lady I spoke with last time. Estel promised to lend us a projector equipment.
そうでしたか。少々お待ちください。
The lady picks up the internal line.
確認が取れました。ここに機材を持ってくるようですから、しばらくお待ちください。
I can go get it if you tell me where it is.
ごめんなさいね。今、展示ゾーン以外は関係者以外の立ち入りが禁止されているんです。今は貴重なものがたくさん置いてありますから。
She's probably talking about a product related to the church.
ところで、お連れの方は礼拝堂の司祭様ですか？
Estel stiffens with a twitch.
はい。
How could you tell?
服装を見ればわかります。これでも教団の展示会を企画している身ですから。
The lady smiles.
でも
bitterly.
司祭様と仲がよろしいなんて羨ましいです。
We're not that.
以前犬の散歩を一緒にしてらっしゃいましたね。そうだったかもしれません。
Seems she's the witness who told Mason about it.
今度教団についての展示がありますから、ぜひお二人でお立ち寄りください。地球人向けの展示になっていますが、司祭様でも十分お楽しみいただけると思いますので。はあ。
Estel responds with somewhat of a disinterested reply. She might be a little on her guard since the fact that she's a Lunarian is known. I wonder if Estel acknowledges that lady as an exception. The male staff carries in the equipment after a short while. There's a case with a projector inside, a floor screen, and a small speaker set with a mic. Please take the screen, Estel.
はい。
Is Nason in the middle of the work?
はい。申し訳ありませんが。
Not at all. Of course she's working since it's still this time of day.
そうですね。
If you'll excuse us here.
そういえば、今度礼拝堂で見学会のようなものが開催されると聞いたのですが、この機材はもしかしてそこで？
Suddenly asked something I wasn't expecting. That's right. How do you know of that?
仲間内で話題に上ったので、もしかして聞いてはまずかったですか？
It's not like that, but I didn't know it spread out this far. Was it from Nason?
いえ、確かデイリーのお弁当屋さんから聞いたような。
I don't know anybody like that. Exactly what channels does this rumor spread from?
隠しているわけではありませんし、構わないでしょう。
I suppose not.
私たちも見に行けるのですか？でしたら、職員一同、ぜひ参加したいのですが。
No, it's planned for just friends.
そうですか。残念です。
Sorry about that.
いえいえ、お引き止めしてこちらこそすみません。機材に不具合がありましたらいつでも連絡してください。
Sure, thank you very much. Estel does speak up for a while after leaving the museum. Is that heavy?
はい、大丈夫です。
Are you surprised?
そうですね。もっと何か言われるかと思っていました。
Honestly, I'm surprised too. She acted way too normal. Yes, and it's said that it's important to treat people like normal. Did you get her point of view across to the staff members? Or are they naturally like that? Anyways, she didn't fake her interactions with us in the least. Are you gonna make an exception, or are you gonna make her an exception too?
からかわないでください。
Estel picks up the screen, having said that. We arrive at Estel's room. We sadly lower the luggage. Just holding on to them won't break a sweat, but moving them under the blazing sun takes a lot out of us. Sweat trickles down my back.
まず、汗を拭いたらどうですか？
Estel takes out a towel from the closet as she says that. Thanks. I accept the towel and wipe off my sweat. There's a soft scent of flowers. That was a nice smell.
そうですか？特に変わったことはしていませんが。
Really? What's the scent? Does it smell from Estel's own body?
あまり匂いを。
Estel turns away in embarrassment when I raise my eyes. Sorry.
あなたは油断すると、すぐに私を恥ずかしがらせることをしますね。
Do I do it that much?
しています。
Like how, for example?
その質問です。
Estel looks sullen. I'm sorry. Estel starts to check the screen as she lets out a sigh. Check the mic projector after wiping off my sweat. Check is finished. There's nothing abnormal.
今度、折を見て穂積さんにお礼を言わなくてはなりませんね。
Estel says that while setting the luggage. She still has work hours today.
いつならお時間を取ってもらえるでしょうか？
I honestly don't know. She's a busy person. I'll give her your gratitude for you.
しかし、私も企画者の一人ですから。
I know how Estel feels, but I think you'll most likely see her if you come to our house. Though I say it'll be impossible if Nesan is staying there for the night.
穂積さんのお宅ですか。
We'll see Fina and Mia too. On the topic of giving her gratitude, wouldn't it be better to see those two as well, since there's the matter of the lunch party? Mia only leaves the house when she goes shopping, so it's harder to run into her than Nesan in a sense. Think everyone will be there tomorrow. How about it? Estel thinks in silence. The house is outside of the residential district. Considering what happened outside last time, she most likely doesn't have a good impression. What will she do?
わかりました。
Estel responds after thinking for a short
明
moment.
日伺うことにしましょう。
Really?
嘘を言ってどうするのです？
My apologies.
それで、何時頃がよろしいですか？
Depends on Nessa, but I think 8 at night is good. I don't think you know where we live, so I'll come get you at 7:30 p.m.
よろしくお願いします。
There's an unexpected development. I would have thought it would turn out like this. I should tidy up my room. And that's how it is.
おうおう。
We'll bring up the matter regarding Estel when dinner time draws to a close.
間を全部飛ばして実家にご招待なんて、ちょっとすごいよ。
That's not what I had intended.
でも、私もエステルさんに会ってみたいな。
そして思い知らせてやりたい、私の達也を取られた恨みを。
The fuck, Jin? Jin shows up spinning in circles like he's dancing.
何言ってるのよ。
何か間違ったことでも言ったかね？
I don't care if you say weird things, but please make a normal appearance.
とんだ境外だな君は。そんなところにエステルちゃんは惹かれたってわけかい？
Whatever. Anyways, this isn't something to get your hopes up on.
つまらない男だね君は。しかしエステルさんを見てみたいという点においては珍しく愚昧と意見が一致するね。
兄さんに愚昧呼ばわりされる筋合いはありません。
Now how she feels.
挨拶が終わった後にでもうちでみんな揃って食事をしたらどうかね。
いいんじゃない？
Tomorrow's Wednesday, fixed holiday for salmons. Won't it finally be a day off?
休みだからやりたいことをするのだよ。
珍しく愚兄と意見が一致したわね。
Those siblings sure do get along. But unless we had the okay from Paps.
平気平気。お父さんこういうの好きだから。
なあ僕が乗り出したからには任せておきたまえ。店の名前をトラットリやジンに変えても OK させてみせるよ。
I don't really get it, but thanks for the help.
ついてはさやちゃんの週末の予定を聞いておいてほしいのだが。
I think it'll be virtually impossible this weekend. She'll be working on a special exhibition starting next week.
そうかい。
Jin hangs his head.
よし、明日が楽しみになってきたわよ。
Natsuki knows chin and gets fired up.
僕も腕によりをかけさせてもらうよ。
That was a fast recovery. So we quickly change Estel's visit to a dinner party at Salmon's. Will she really be happy with this? Oh, it's weird. Fucking tiny little flight thing. I went to pick up Estel as the evening approached. Enter the chapel grounds. There are two figures just leaving the chapel. They are both middle-aged men wearing suits. Quickly bow as they pass by and head towards the chapel. Hello?
これは朝霧さん。こんにちは。
Feels like Morit's cheeks are a little sunken in. Estel is worried about Moritz. Might have something on his mind after all. Have you lost a little weight?
やはり地球の夏は答えますから。
Moritz smiles. However, even a smile is showing some signs of strain. Please don't overdo it.
はい。ありがとうございます。
Being of which, did you have guests?
ええ、大使館の方でした。どうやらあなたたちのことを聞きつけてきたようですよ。
Do something to get the embassy staff to keep their eyes on me.
見学の話ですよ。フィーナ様も出席されるとのことですから、念のためということではないでしょうか。
Oh, I see.
皆、身元も確かですし、そもそも朝霧さんはホームステイ先ですから、問題視はしていないようでした。
That's good then. I'd hate it if we were forced to call it off.
その通りですね。それはそれとして、今日はエステルをご招待いただいたようで。
You're kind of embarrassed when he says that to me directly. Yes, I've come to pick her up.
ぜひ、よろしくお願いします。では、声をかけてまいります。
Moritz goes further inside. As I thought, his retreating figure looks fatigued.
お待たせしました。
Estel shows up in the chapel a short while later. She's wearing the same casual clothes that she wore when she went shopping with me. Casual clothes change your image.
そうですか？
Estel looks at me with a peek. Would it be considered common courtesy to praise her? Think it suits you.
無理をしなくてもいいですよ。悪い気はしませんが。
Show a wry smile. It's hard to do things I'm not used to after all. Let's get going then. We leave the chapel and walk through the residential district. As we approach the bridge connecting Mitsurugasaki to the residential district, Estel says very little. Look at Estel, who stops moving. I clearly see that she's nervous. We'll be fine.
2度目ですから。それほど緊張しているわけではありません。
Says that firmly. That's the type of person Estel is. I know.
なんだか釈然としませんね。
We crossed the bridge that she was opposed to crossing the last time we went shopping. I'm leading her to the eastern side of Mitsurugasaki where my house and Salmon's are located this time. Just like before, Estel is huddled up like a dog that's being brought out of their territory. We'll be seeing the Italians today.
ええ、楽しみです。アラビアータは元気にしていますか？
She's fine. As I thought, are Brushwood dogs your favorite?
あの愛らしさは他の犬種にはないものです。
It's good that you can get into a conversation about dogs. Though you may not look like it, Arabiata is the oldest amongst them.
そうなんですか？
The size of the Italians' bodies are the opposite of their age. That's why the naughty ones are strong.
面白いものですね。
Feel a little relieved when I see a smile from her. I reach my house after walking about 15 minutes.
ここがあなたの？
Yeah, it's not too shabby, is it? The Italians bark as if they're welcoming Estel.
神よ。
God almighty! Estel's eyes sparkle. Please go ahead and attend to them. Take Estel to where the Italians are.
よしよしよし。
The three dogs race to stretch themselves out when Estel reaches out her end.
慌てなくてもちゃんと撫でてあげますから。
Estel is also greatly delighted by this Italian's fondness. She starts to pet the Italians all over like she couldn't resist anymore. living room sash window opens.
ずいぶん歓迎されているのね。
Fina is the one who shows up. Their fondness towards her is close to that of the Naisons.
何の話ですか？
Estel, who was attending to the Italians, raises her head.
こんばんは。
Estel literally jumps
よう
up.
こそ、司祭様。フィーナ様、この度は。
She's as stiff as a rock.
まずは上がってください。そこでは落ち着いて話もできないでしょ。はい、そうさせていただきます。
This way to the front door. You take off your shoes here.
靴を？
It's a custom here.
わかりました。
Estel takes off her shoes restlessly. I think about Fina wasn't used to it either when she came to our house. I experienced a warm fuzzy feeling when I recall those days.
失礼します。いらっしゃい。はじめまして。
Fina and Mai are in the living room. Looks like Mia's in the kitchen preparing the tea. Come on, have a seat.
はい。
Estel sits down diagonally opposite of Fina in a nervous manner.
はじめまして。エステル・フリージアと申します。私は朝霧舞で、達也の妹です。私は、フィーナ・ファム・アーシュライト。それは存じております。
Feels like she's constantly being timid.
そのように緊張されては、話せることも話せませんよ。はい。
She responds stiffly.
私は、何とお呼びしたらいいですか？普通に、エステルと呼んでいただければ。じゃあ、エステルさんで。私のことは、マイで結構ですよ。私も、エステルさんと呼ばせていただきましょう。はい。そのようにお願いします。
Fina smiles bitterly towards Estel, who can't get rid of her stiffness.
お茶が入りました。
Mia shows up from the kitchen.
あなたが、ミアさんですか？はい。ミア・クレメンティスです。はじめまして、エステル・フリージャーです。この度は、礼拝堂の企画にご協力いただけるとのことで。
Estel bows.
司祭様にそのようにされては困ってしまいます。
Seems that the hierarchy amongst them is Fina, Estel, Mia. That's how it seems to be.
お手伝いするのをお許しくださったのは姫様ですから、お礼でしたら。私にお礼を言われても困りますよ。
Estel's having a hard
と
time.
もかく、お茶をどうぞ。
She sets up the tea on the table. There are tea cakes and what seem to be Mia's handmade cookies. These are moonwheat cookies.
はい。食事会にはこのようなものを準備してみようかと思っています。
Give these a try then, Estel.
よろしくお願いします。では、いただきます。
Estel bites into the cookie with a crunch.
この味は、久しぶりで
Her face sparkles. Does it pass?
す。もちろん。ミヤちゃん、よかったね。ありがとうございます。お茶も合わせて召し上がってください。はい、喜んで。
Estel has a good reaction towards the black tea too. Black tea satisfied Estel's tastes, as I would expect from Mia.
ところで、朝霧さん？何ですか？
What is it? I respond at the same time as mine. Didn't ask her. Did you ask her to address you as Mai earlier?
言ったけど、朝霧さんって呼ばれたら反応するでしょ？普通。
I suppose so. Sorry, Estel, but can you please refer to me in a different way?
何とお呼びすればよろしいですか？
Tatsuya, then. That's how Fina addresses me too. Estel isn't the focus of our attention for some reason.
達也？
Yes!
Bonk.
すみません。忘れてください。
Jin just comes and yes! And he really gets beaten over the head with a chair. There they go.
忘れてください。もう一度お願いします。はあ。
Feel kind of nervous.
達也。
Yeah. Our eyes meet just as I respond. I can't take my eyes off of her for some reason. Estel's face turns red little by little. He's turning into an unbelievably strange mood.
これは
もしもーし。
Venus, the fuck's this?
そういえば、お鍋お兄ちゃん
What's the matter?
こっちが聞きたい。
He's angry.
すみません。
いいえ、いいのですよ。
Huh? Where did Mia go?
ちょっとお鍋を見に。
Time to change topics. So what were you trying to say earlier?
はい。穂積さんはどうされたのかと思いまして。
まだ仕事から帰ってきていないわ。
夕方頃お電話がありました。
Mia returns.
8時までにはお帰りになるとのことでした。
Time is currently 7:16 p.m. You should be coming back soon.
しかし、エステルさんが見学会を引き受けになるとは思いませんでした。
それは、
Estel looks at me.
私は乗り気ではなかったのですが、達也がどうしてもと。今のアイコンタクトは、
Maya is shocked in a melodramatic manner.
何があったにせよ、見学会ができることになって嬉しいです。ホームステイ最後の思い出として楽しみにしていますよ。
はい。
Estel bows deeply. She most likely acts in this manner unconsciously. Is this what a Lunarian is like?
それに、私個人のことは置いておいたとしても、今回の見学会はぜひ成功させていただきたいものです。
どういうことでしょうか。
私は政治と宗教が手を取り合ってこそ国はうまくいくと考えています。政治に携わる者が素晴らしい計画を立て、その通りに道を引いたとしても、道を歩く国民の心が荒廃していては、私たちが引いた道は意味をなくしてしまうでしょう。
おっしゃる通りです。
私たちには道を歩く人一人一人の心に触れることは難しいのです。
教団にならそれができるとおっしゃるのですね。
Fina nods.
宗教は国を精神的側面から支え、政治は物理的側面から国を支える。これがお互いのあるべき姿ではないかと思っています。
はい。
それに教団は政治を取る者の心も支えているでしょう。私も今まで幾度となく礼拝堂に通い救われてきました。あなた方がいなければ私も道を誤ることがあったかもしれません。
That's to have a responsibility.
からかわないでください。
She glares at me.
しかし見学会とそのことにどんな関係が。
付き人居住区は交流促進のために引かれた道だとは考えられないでしょうか。何も観光地を作るために居住区を設置したわけではありません。
Estel thinks to herself.
なんかすごい難しい話になってるね。はい。私には全く意味がわかりません。
I don't really get it either. I hear the sound of the front door opening.
さやかさんですね。
It's like that way? Looks that way?
フィーナ様。
固い話はまた今度にしましょうか。
Estel doesn't prolong the topic any longer than that when Fina smiles at her.
ただい
You don't need to be in that much of a hurry.
8時までに帰るって言ったから。
It is 7:59 p.m. and 58 seconds when I look at my watch.
セーフセーフ。さやかさん、お水です。
ありがとう。
Nasan gulps down the water.
穂積さん。
Estel stands up.
お久しぶり。というほどでもないかしら。
10日ぶりですね。
Do you remember it precisely? Estel isn't an ordinary person.
そうでしたっけ？
はい、そうなんです。この度は貴重な機材を貸していただきましてありがとうございました。
いえいえ、ちょっと古いもので申し訳ないですけど。
Alpsus tons.
はい、これで分かりやすい講演ができるかと思います。
あら？
Estel's face brightens up. I'm sure the cause of is from the words easy to understand that Estel had said.
お力になれて何よりです。
A bright and gentle smile floats on top of her face.
さて、
Estel gets up.
食事にしましょうか。
Mai stands up energetically.
で、私だけ？では、私はこの辺で。
エステルさんが今日の主役よ。
どういうことですか？
月からのお客様に地球の料理を楽しんでもらおうっていう企画です。
Estel looks towards me with a look of concern. That's how it is, so please eat together with us. Estel nods.
では、お言葉に甘えさせていただきます。
Over to Salmon's then. There's more food than we can eat already set on the table when we enter Salmon's.
お嬢さん。
Jin gives her a grandiose greeting in the center of the restaurant.
はあ。
この店の料理人、高見沢仁です。
はじめまして、エステル・フリージアです。
はじめまして、エステルさん。私は高見沢夏樹。こっちの変な人の妹で、達也の幼馴染です。
ようこそお嬢さん。
Pops comes out of the kitchen holding on to more
こ
food.
の店のオーナー高見沢左門です。
はじめまして。
気取った店じゃありませんから力を抜いて楽しんでください。
ありがとうございます。
冷めないうちに食べましょ
Everyone takes their assigned
う。エス
seats.
テルさんはこっちにどうぞ。
She leads her to a seat beside Fina.
フィーナ様のお隣に座るのは？
どうぞ。マダムハンセ。
Jin pulls the seat back. Isn't this fine? I'll bother you too if we restrained from sitting beside you, wouldn't it?
わかりました。失礼します。
Estel takes her seat.
それじゃあ席も決まったところでいただこうか。
Chorus of itadakimasu follows after Pops. This brings a surprise at the large number of people eating.
さあどんどん食べてください。
Like fly thing.
苦手なものはありますか？
魚以外なら大丈夫だと思います。
はい、魚以外で。
了解。
Jin promptly serves her food.
すみません。好き嫌いなど言ってしまって。
魚は仕方ないわ。私も慣れるまで時間がかかりましたから。
ありがとうございます。では、いただきます。
Estel starts eating the Caesar salad with elegant
おい
movement.
しい。
それはよかった。
こっちのピッツァもぜひ。私が焼いたものです。
では、
こちらのパスタは私が。
はい、いただきます。
Estel tries food that everyone suggests. Her guest of honor is having a tough time.
そういえば、エステルさん。
Jin suddenly speaks out when then it comes to a resting point.
はい、何でしょうか。
達也くんのどこが気に入られたのですか？
すごく単刀直入ですね。
質問というのはね、懐に入ったらえぐり込むように打つのがいいんだよ。
それはパンチの話でしょ。
似たようなものだろ？
確かにそうね。
話がずれていますが。
ああ、そうそう。で、どこまで進んでらっしゃるのですか？
質問まで変わって。
エステルさんが困っていますよ。
They left Estel behind in the conversation.
質問をまとめましょう。エステルさんは達也くんとはどのようなご関係で？
知人です。
She says that bluntly. I'm a little shocked, as one would
あ
expect.
ら、
Why is there a stream of disappointed music?
遠いね。恋人までは何マイルだこりゃ。
Why is it in miles?
恋人って、私は。
Now give me a break. It's gonna take a lot to put up with having her deny it this forcefully any more than this.
達也とは知人で、そういう意図は全くありません。
The hand! Time stops. That gesture is the one she uses when she lies. And that means Estla's,
ま、達也くんも頑張りましょう。いや、突然失礼なことを聞いてしまってすみません。
いえ、お気になさらないでください。
Oh God, I just really want someone to come, like, to somehow tell Moritz about this. Like, oh yeah, like, for some reason he asked her, like, how much it's gonna take for Tatsuya to become her lover. And she answered, he's just an acquaintance, that was never my intention. Or just like, oh yeah, that sounds like her. I mean, sure, she's a priestess. For some reason, she had her hand on her cheek, though, and he's just, what? What? Well, change of plans.
ほんとすみません。我が兄ながら恥ずかしいです。
Everyone resumes eating in groups. However, my mind is filled with Estel.
達也とは知人で、そういう意図は全くありません。
The words were a lie, then Estel. Now, wouldn't that be way too convenient for me? I don't know.
達也、どうかしましたか？
Nothing. Can't respond very well.
そっとしておいてあげてください。
はい。
And with that, not only did we deepen our friendship, but we also made progress on the lunch party that which she was greatly worried about.
お礼に伺ったのに、かえって申し訳ありませんでした。
いいえ、またいつでもいらしてください。
数日もすれば、すぐ僕の料理が恋しくてたまらなくなるよ。
Ah! Everyone says their farewells.
夏希さんは？
I think that Natsuki is near. What's she doing? Natsuki flies out from inside the restaurant.
間に合ったー！
What's wrong?
結構残っちゃったから包んでたの。
Natsuki carries out a carry bag. Looks like a wedding ceremony.
これ持ってってください。
良いのですか？
余らせてもダメになるだけだから。
Please have Moritz and Wreath try it.
ありがとうございます。私だけこんなに贅沢をして申し訳なく思っていたのです。
Estel's feelings are packed behind those words. She usually has solid emotions, but I'm sure she's thinking of others around her after all. Makes me a little happy. Let's get going soon then.
ちゃんと送ってあげてね。
I know.
フィーナ様、
Estel turns towards Fina.
どうしました？
今日は貴重なお話をしていただきありがとうございました。
食事の前にした話ですね。
はい、まだわからないところもありますが、自分なりに考えてみたいと思います。
そうしてください。私の考えだけが正しいとは限りませんから。
Fina smiles, having said that.
それでは失礼します。
Estel bows politely and leaves Salmons behind. Estel lets out a deep sigh when we come to the riverbank. You tired?
当たり前です。
She glares at me head on. Was I being too mischievous?
フィーナ様はいらっしゃるし、地球人は大勢いるし、もうわけがわかりませんでした。
And then you're tired because you're trying to separate them. Why can't you group everybody together?
良いわけがありません。
But weren't you having fun?
フィーナ様の前でしたから。
Was food prepared by Earthlings not delicious?
それは。
She hides a souvenir of food behind her back. I think her gestures are adorable. I have a feeling that Estel's prejudice towards Earthlings is steadily fading inside her mind. It's just that due to the life that she had always been living until now, she can't admit to it right away. I don't mean to impose on your values or your way of thinking. It's best if you act how you feel.
当たり前のことです。
But it's not so hard, is it? Believe in what you're feeling. According to other people's opinions, you lie quite often, even to your own feelings.
私が自分に嘘をついていると？
I wouldn't know that.
私にだってわかりません。
Estel starts to walk on ahead by herself, but I have a feeling for some reason that my words had reached her. We enter the residential district. The scent of the tide flows in, carried by the nocturnal winds. When I think of it, we talked about inviting Estel to the beach. Will she agree to go if I invite her? What will I do if she refuses? I'm a little scared when I think about it, but I won't get anywhere unless I try inviting her. Do you hate fish, Estel?
嫌いというか、食べたことがなかったので、
You should try it some.
あの場で食べてみて、もしダメだったら申し訳ないですから。試すなら一人で試します。
Truth is that she didn't want to be seen eating something she can't handle, as she says that apologetically. It's just like Estel would do such a thing. Are there no fish on the moon?
全くいないわけではありませんが、基本的には観賞用です。食用にするほど数はいませんし、そもそも食べようという人は少ないでしょう。
I see. The scent of the tide is carried in by the wind again. You know what kind of smell this is?
どの香りですか？
Estel wriggles her nose. It's a salty and kind of sharp smell.
ああ、
It looks like Estel can sense it too.
礼拝堂にいると時々しますね。何の香りなのですか？
It's the scent of the tide.
塩？
It's the smell of the beach.
これが。
Estel looks to the other side of the darkness. You can hear the faint sound of waves. You want to go to the beach?
あなたと？
Naturally.
二人で？
Of course.
何をしに？
Go swimming, I guess.
私は泳げませんが。
Just soaking in the water is fine. Play on the sand too. What else? Sunbathing, maybe? Estel smiles slightly. I don't really know why she's smiling.
わかりました。行きましょう。
Estel says that in a straightforward manner. Are you sure?
行くと言っているではないですか。
I have a feeling that she's enjoying my
いつ
reaction.
にしますか？
She has a service to attend on Sundays, so how does Saturday sound? Or is that a little too early?
いえ、大丈夫です。
Come to pick you up at 10 a.m. then. Estel nods slightly. By the way, do you have a swimsuit?
うん。持っていませんね。
Then let's buy one
当日までに
together.
買っておきます。
Yeah, that's a bit of a... That invitation's a bit too bold there. Fucking fly thing! Okay. Oh, how weak I am.
いずれ見られるのですから、良いではないですか。
That's not what I was getting at. I have a feeling that she's sort of teasing me.
それではまた今度。
I'll walk you up until the chapel.
ここまで来れば大丈夫です。
See you then. Estel shows me a gentle smile and then disappears into the darkness of the residential district. Feels like it was kind of playing with me. I'm worried whether or not I can escort her properly at this rate. Or we just jumped to the fucking beach episode immediately. What? It is the day I'm going to the beach with Estel. Is it because I'm excited? Wake up about an hour earlier than usual. Morning.
おはようございます、達也さん。
おはよう達也。今日はいつもより早いのね。
Yeah, just a little. How's the weather today?
よく晴れていますよ。どこかへお出かけですか？
I'm going to the beach.
海ですか。
Two of them stopped moving. They say something that I shouldn't have.
もしかしてエステルさんと行くのかしら？
Gonna think of it and tell anyone. That's how it is.
おめでとうございます。
Thanks.
早速お弁当を作りますね。
Well, Mia hurries on to prepare the food.
おはよ
Maya enters the kitchen with a sleepy
おはよ
face.
う。何盛り上がってるの？
達也がエステルさんと海に行くのですって。
That's how it is. No reaction. There isn't anything to fuss over, is it? Ah!
なんでそういうことを早く言わないのよ。
My presses me for an answer. Well, but was it something I have to inform you?
確かに。でも、報告されないのも、なんとなく気に入らない気がするの。
Maya takes a seat in a way that says she can't accept it. Is a woman's heart this complicated? I'm heading out then.
しっかりね、お兄ちゃん。
頑張るのよ。
It's the morning of Ocean Swimming Day. Being cheered on by my family members for some reason. Isn't this situation pathetic?
そうだね。
She says that flat.
まあ、骨は拾ってあげるから、思う存分アタックしてきて。
I'm off then.
待ってください。
Mia flies out from the
は
kitchen.
したないわよ、ミア。
申し訳ありません。でも、これ
She holds out a huge basket. What's this?
を、お弁当です。うわ、
So you did make one after all. Am I gonna be bringing a bento made by a family member for my date with a girl?
どうかされましたか？
Oh, nothing. Mia is the one at fault. She doesn't understand this area that well yet. Thank you, Mia. Accept the bent. It's important to show off, but I don't want to turn down my family member's consideration. I'm heading out now then.
お気をつけて。いってらっしゃい。
いってらっしゃい。
The sky is clear without a single cloud. It's perfect weather to go swimming at the beach. I'm guaranteed to get a deep tan if we're on the sandy beach all day.
来ましたね。
Voice calls out to me immediately after I head inside. Sorry to keep you waiting.
時間より10分ほど早いですから。あなたは悪くありません。
Estel stands up, holding onto her bags. Not a lot of luggage, I'd say.
ガイドで必要だと書かれていたものは一通り用意しました。
We'll be okay then? Looks like she dutifully read and studied the guide.
ところで、海へはどうやって行くのですか？
Walking. It'll take about 30 minutes, but we'll walk up until the station and then take a
仕
detour.
方ありませんね。
Estel looks up bitterly at the shining sun. Have patience until we get there. We arrive at a residential district and progress towards the park. We'll be at the beach shortly once we pass by the school. Again. Why are my hands so red? I close my hand and suddenly... She's kind of worrying almost. Wait. Anyways. The blur just spreads out before us. Can she not even let out a cry of surprise? I still gaze at the horizon in blank amazement. Can't remember the first time I saw the ocean, but I'll say this shocked as well. How is it?
どうと言われても、わかりません。
Having said that, Estel turns her gaze towards the horizon again. Estel's hair flutters in the wind. Estel, someone who I had difficulty even conversing with, is currently standing on the beach with me right now. What a mystery. Well, let's go. We'll start with setting up camp. Bring Estel, who was still kind of in a daze, down to the sandy beach. I lay out a recreational sheet close to the coast and fix the four corners with sand. This will be our base camp. I'll look after our luggage, so please go ahead and change.
どこで着替えるのでしょう？
At the building over there is the changing room.
あれですか。
Having arrived at an unfamiliar spot, Estel is completely huddled up. Can't blame her since there are people all around us.
行ってきます。
Estel heads towards the changing room as she holds onto her bag. Goes up to change it too. If I say this, I'm wearing my swimsuit underneath, so it's simply a matter of taking off my clothes. Done. What's left is to lie down and wait for Estel. Estel-Frisia. I leave the changing room having changed clothes. Became slightly dazed by the scene that spreads out before me. Family members, couples, relationships that both sides mutually approve of. The beach is overflowing with smiles from those people. I have no place here. Such thoughts suddenly well up. Those feelings well up inside my chest as I'm unable to suppress them. I'm a person who has no reason to live in this world. I simply realized one day that I was here. That I was dropped into the middle of a world of labyrinths. Where did I come from? Where is my goal? I didn't even know if I'm lost to begin with. Living life like a mayfly fallen in water, struggling to get out. Feeling as if I'll disappear if I stop, simply continuing to stir up ripples. Babies first starts to cry the moment they are born, out of fear due to being thrown out of their maze-like world. That's fine. I'll most likely move on. His hand, which he held out from nowhere, where I am right now, is the starting point. Well, let's go. Tatsuya's voice repeats inside my head for some reason. So I feel a body warming up. What is it? I don't know what I should call its emotion. Suddenly, the emotion fades away before I could give it a proper definition. Well then, I'll return to where Tatsuya is. Another view end. He's got it down bad for the man at this point, Jesus. I can tell where the sun is located, even with my eyes closed, since the sunlight is so strong. I smell some foodstuffs being scorched hangs in the air suddenly from nowhere. You can hear the periodic sounds of waves and shrill of laughs of girls and children from around me. I recall how Estel headed towards the changing room in a daze. So what kind of swimsuit did Estelle prepare? Two-piece? One-piece? What color? My imagination begins to wander wildly. I use the excuse that this is natural as a healthy... I'll use the excuse that this is natural as a healthy guy. Yeah, I'm perfectly healthy.
あなた、顔がだらしなくなっていますよ。
It's One Piece. Ah! Suddenly hear Estel's voice from above my head. Ah! On an almost pathetic level. As a healthy guy, my vision and thoughts are captivated by Estel. You're beautiful. She hits me with her bag.
まったく、地球人にはデリカシーのかけらもありませんね。
I was the one with the wrong hair, so I shouldn't apply. So it shouldn't apply to all Earthlings. Like, don't blame Earthlings. I'm just terrible with emotion. Sorry, I said that without thinking.
つい
I spoke my honest impressions.
嘘でないのなら構いません。
Estel sits down beside me, having said that. Why is it? It's by wearing a swimsuit. I become so conscious that I can't even look at her. Estel.
なんです？
Replies with a canky tone. You wanna go swimming?
私は泳げませんが。
Just go to the water's edge. Get up and turn towards Estel. Let's go. We did come here after all. And all. Reach out my hand towards Estel, who was still sitting down.
わかりました。
Estel takes my hand. I can sense the soft sensation of a girl.
どうしました？
No, let's go. Pull Estel's hand and head towards the water's edge. Estel stops moving at around where the sand gets damp at her feet. Estel?
いえ、
It's fine, there's nothing to be afraid of.
別に怖いわけではありません。
Estel takes a few steps forward, having said that. Right then... Yeah, that did not sound too surprised. She soaked up their ankles in water. She tried to run away. Estel walks in a shaky manner inside the
足
water.
の裏がくすぐったいです。
That's because the waves carry off the sand.
そうですか。
No, I shouldn't laugh, but she's cute. It's as if I'm watching a kid. In the meantime, whoosh, wave attacks us again. Sure, it looks like a different person from the usual dignified Estel.
ダメです。くすぐったくて。
Estel returns back to where I am, hanging onto both my arms. Hanging onto both her arms. Wait. Let's go in a bit further.
ここまでで十分です。
Come on, this way. Pull Estel's hand and head further in. When we get to where it's knee level deep, wave sweeps us again. Estel pulls on my arm. Whoa! Splash. Estel falls on her butt. like it should be more than.
これでも一生懸命やっているんです。
Doing what? Come on, get up.
分かっています。
Another wave comes. Whoosh. Wave goes up to Estel's chest. Estel manages to resist falling down.
助けてください。
Looks at me with a teary face. You're fine, it's only
そ
water.
んなこと言われても。
Becomes more and more gloomy. Can't be helped. Lift up Estel, seems to be scared out of her wits. Right then, and stand her on the ground.
地の利があるからといって卑怯です。
Unfair?
私を見て楽しんでいるのでしょう。
It's not that I wasn't, but it's fine, isn't it? You were cute.
知りません。
Pow. She hits my chest with a fist since she wasn't holding a weapon. That doesn't hurt.
知りません。
Smack the whack. Oh, okay. Hey, you shouldn't get serious. I catch Estel's first fist and pull her along the beach.
あなた話しなさい。こら。
Estel struggles. Aren't you making me look like a criminal?
似たようなものです。いや。
Everyone is watching. We monopolized the attention of our surroundings unexpectedly. Estel to the recreational sheet. Please, Estel.
すみません。
Estel curls up with a blush.
少し興奮していました。
Don't blame her since it's her first time at the beach. The other people will forget about it soon anyway, so don't worry about it.
はい。
He's more depressed than I thought. Oh yeah, let's have lunch. I brought a bento.
お弁当ですか？
Yeah. I opened the basket and Mia handed me. There are a lot of colorful rice balls inside.
これは
Rice balls. Yeah, it's rolled up rice, traditional bento.
綺麗なものですね。
Well, rice balls aren't this pretty. Sure, Mia made them especially pretty. Besides, the consideration didn't stop at just the food. By the way, I did actually have a rice ball last Monday because on our way, like on the way back from the interview, my mother was starting to have like a sore throat. Because here's the thing, I can reach that with a train, but on the first go, it's always like best to first go with the car and like scope out, okay, what's the quick route and all that, what's it realistically gonna take to walk there. So yeah, that's what I did basically. And on the way home, my mom was slightly sick, so it was really just a case of just like turn on the heater, just like grab a fucking blanket, and she also had like a fucking. She also got some coffee when we stopped by, because I quickly went into a supermarket to buy some cough drops for her since her throat was starting to get a little uncomfortable. So she basically got herself a coffee while I went in there. And the supermarket actually had rice balls. Yeah. So it turns out that the walk was even less of a concern than I thought, because the people that I had the interview with actively actually pay like a bus line to go from the train station to their location in the morning, and then from there back to the train station in the evening, which is actually quite nice. Such consideration didn't stop at just food. Paper plates, cups, and forks. Prepared just about everything necessary that could be thought of. Well, let's see.
はい、いただきます。
Except for rice balls and bring one to my
フ
mare.
ォークがあるのになぜ手で食べるのですか？
That is how these are eaten.
野蛮な食べ物なのですね。月にはこのようなものはありません。
The one who made it is a lunarian, Mia, though. Whether it's uncivilized or not, please give it a try. For now, it's good. Esther brings a rice ball with pickled radish to her mouth while looking away sullenly. She uses a fork, of course.
美味しいです。
Doesn't that cause it to crumble, though? Told you.
よくよく考えれば、野蛮なのは食べ方であって、食べ物ではありませんね。当たり前のことでした。
She She munches on her rice ball while saying that. But she's pleased with it. Please eat away.
こちらはどんな味ですか？
That's yukari rice, so shiso, I guess.
しそ？
It's like a spice. Well, you'll know once you eat it.
爽やかな感じです。
You could eat while I explain about each one in this manner. It's like she's already forgotten about the embarrassment of being showered in attention from her surroundings. I flop down on top of the recreational sheets. Ugh, I'm stuffed.
行儀が悪いですよ。
That's fine since we're at the beach.
そういえば何でも許されると思っているのですか？
She giggles after saying that. Is Estel worried about her stomach sticking out? There's a stomach area held down. Looks like you're stuffed too.
見ないでください。
Turns her back to
あら？
A ball suddenly flies towards us. It's the type that inflates with
誰
air.
かしら？
Estel picks up the ball. The girl runs over to
気を
us.
つけてね。
Estel passes the girl on the head and hands her the ball.
お姉さん。
はい、またね。
Estel waves her hands. I haven't seen this gentle side of her before. You like kids?
孤児院でずっと小さい子の面倒を見ていましたから。
Kids are exceptions even if they are earthlings.
意地悪を言うのですね。
Estel looks away sullenly. She really is a cute one. A few days ago, I was confused when my family members asked me whether I liked Estel. But my confusion was blown away when I saw Estel in the chapel the following day. I got closer to her. That's how I honestly felt once I was in front of her. It's as if I didn't think about whether I liked or hated her. Whether I like or hate her. However, what about her? Look at Estel from the side.
どうしました？
That's nothing. With my eyes in panic.
なぜ目をそらすのですか？何か良くないことを考えているのでしょう。
That's not how it is.
困った人です。
Then Estel pokes at my side. Ah!
くすぐったいでしょ。
Estel teases me without me realizing it. She doesn't dislike me, right? It's pointless to constantly think about this. No choice but confirm it direct.
さ
Estel gets up.
て、どうしました？
Estel seems to be puzzled. No, it's nothing.
本当に困った人です。
He smiles
もう
wryly.
少し遊びましょう。たくさん食べましたから、動かないと太ってしまいます。
He's right. Yeah, right. She says that while showing me her completely flapless body. Let's go. I get up and hold out the hand. Estel grabs on. We head back for home when the sun started to set. Then ask Estel about how she felt in the end. We'll arrive at the chapel in a few minutes. Ask her somehow before then. How was the beach?
とても楽しかったです。疲れましたけど、
You did scream every time the waves came.
別に騒いではいません。
I catch Estel's outstretched arms. How many times have we held hands like this? Today was the first time we did so. I can't count the number of times we did it. Estel?
はい。
There's no point in being reserved anymore. It's game time. Estel guessed that the atmosphere changed. She stares right into my eyes. I like you, Estel. Estel scrutinizes me. Do you like...
いけません。
Estel turns away. Is that a no? Do you hate me? She doesn't respond, still keeping her eyes averted. I don't think I got on her bad side. At the beach, held hands many times. However,
あまり困らせないでください。
Estel's voice was a little cold as she says that. Do you hate me?
あなたは地球人で、私は付き人です。
Still called bullshit on that one, by the way. I'm still convinced that she's actually an Earthling. Didn't you say that I was an exception?
例外ですが、あなたは地球人です。付き人が地球人と関係を結ぶなど、
I know.
分かっていません。今は勢いでそう言っているだけです。
Will it give me the okay if I change my nationality? Estel stares at me with a look of surprise. Oh, she soon casts her eyes down.
そのようなこと、できるわけがありません。
I'd be able to if I asked Fina. I'm not serious, of course. Just wanted to find out whether the problem that lies in between us is only the matter of different planets we live on.
そんな現実性のない過程で、私を揺らさないでください。
Let's go with my hand, having said that. Neither one of us says anything. Only standing still. With the scenery that's gradually darkening.
行きましょうか。今日も仕事があるのでしょ。
Estel interrupts me and says that cheerfully. Even a child can understand that she's forcing out a fake sense of cheerfulness. But still, yeah. Good return back to the topic.
今日はありがとうございました。楽しかったです。
Yeah. Let's go again if we get another chance.
そうですね。
Can't tell whether she's serious or just being polite. Come again if I make progress on the tour visit preparation.
よろしくお願いします。それでは。
Estel smiles lightly, then gets sucked up inside the chapel. A tremendous sigh once I come out of the main street. Estel has become quite tolerable towards Earthlings recently compared to before. Once it turns into a situation of whether she'll go out with me or not, it becomes a problem. Giving up on this would be annoying, though. I wouldn't feel so bad if it wasn't for my misunderstanding. It took a month until she treated me like she would others. It'd be so strange if it took a year for us to go out. I persevere without giving up. Right. I psych myself up again. Car beeps the horn from behind me. Whoa! A few black cars pass beside me, heading towards the museum. It's getting close to the special exhibition. Some high-up inspector might be riding in there. Nessun's job isn't limited to just exhibitions. It also includes welcoming those types of people. Nessun really is amazing. It's after 10 p.m. Work ends and I finally return home. I'm back.
おかえりなさい。
おかえり。おかえりなさいませ。
Fina and Mai are sitting on the sofa. Mia stands beside Fina. All three of them are staring at me with sparkling eyes. The atmosphere suggests they'll inevitably ask me about the outcome of the beach trip. Man, I'm beat.
で、どうだったの？
Mai asks me as if she didn't hear what I said. Well, I don't think it went badly, but it wasn't good either.
どういうこと？
She said it's difficult to get into that kind of relationship with an Earthling.
それは。
言いたいところを。
Rather than that, there's no way around it.
達也。
Fina looks at me with a pained face.
ごめんなさい。月と地球がもっと親密な関係を築けていれば、こんなことには。
This isn't something to feel sad about, Fina. Haven't they got much closer compared to the past? Compared to in the past, that's what the princess was able to do a homestay here in this manner.
それはそうかもしれないけど。
You need to try your best so the people 10 and 20 years from now won't suffer in the same way.
ええ。
Fina replies with a somewhat cheerful look. It looks like she hates me, and I'll keep trying it without giving up.
素晴らしい。
Maya spreads out a paper fan and enters a white background with a red circle on it. Where'd you get that from?
その根性、妹として嬉しく思います。
Well, thanks.
一度好きになったのなら、その身果てるまで。過激です。
I don't really get it, but she's not heading in the wrong direction. Let's have dinner then.
はい、準備はできております。
Where's Nessun, by the way?
今日はお泊まりだって。なんでも仕事でお食事会があるらしくて、出前はいらないってさ。
Recall the black car is heading towards the museum. See, Nessun has a tough too.
でも、美味しいもの食べられるんでしょ？
まあいい。仕事の食事会は、そんなに楽しいものではないわよ。
There's no doubt about it if that's what Fina says. Fina's a princess anyhow. The number of times she's participated in dinner parties and receptions can't be compared to other people.
そんなもんか。
そんなものよ。さあ、早く食べましょう。
We head towards the kitchen when Fina says that. It started with a call from my cell phone that day. Got out of bed in a hurry and pick up my phone on the desk. It's Toyama. Yeah.
朝霧くん、おはよう。
Good morning. You're energetic today.
まあ今から寝るところなんだけどね。
It looks like she stayed up all night and sleeps during the day. Looks like she stays up all night. So, what's up?
連絡用の掲示板って見てる？
Not recently.
ああ、やっぱり主催なんだからたまには見てよね。
Sorry, so what happened?
誰から聞いたのかわからないけど、うちのクラスじゃない人の書き込みが結構あるのよ。
Types to arrest you guys?
逆だって。
Opposite?
自分も参加したいっていう人がいっぱいいるの。うちの学生だけじゃないみたいだよ。
Wait a second, let me take a look. Pull up my PC and start up the browser. There are indeed a lot of comments from people who hope to participate. There are posts from students of Katarina. But there are also posts from a school in town that's 2 hours away by train. Other than that, there are teachers from some schools and school and office workers as well. Maybe about 50 people altogether. Saw it. There's a problem.
だから電話かけたの。掲示板の上でどうするか相談できないでしょ。
Do the others know?
知ってる人もいるみたいだけど、基本的には主催者にお任せだって。
What should we do? Someone leak the address. It can be done even if I pursue this. What's important right now is how we'll deal with this. Looking at the post, everyone is only interested in the chapel and the moon. It's not that they have any bad intentions. You probably heard about it from somewhere and honestly want to take part. Should we accept all the people who are interested? Should we accept the few people based on a first-come basis? Should we hold a raffle? Should we refuse all of them? Considering how this project started, I think it's better if only our classmates are in this time.
ああ、やっぱそうだよね。
We might be able to manage if it's only those who have posted, but it'll be a hassle if it increases beyond this. It might turn into an argument if we make it a first come first served basis.
それでいいと思うよ。もともと身内の企画だもんね。あ、じゃあ書き込みをくれた人には返事を書かないと。
Yeah, I'll do it.
よろしくね。私寝ます。
Yeah, see you later then. I hang up to respond to their posts on the bulletin board. Probably be best to write down the honest reasons here. I reply as politely as I can. Everyone honestly wants to know about the moon. They're not doing anything bad either. Personally, it makes me happy. It's kind of impossible this time around. I have no choice but to settle this by refusing them on the bulletin board. But I didn't think the word would come out this much. The plan was to have around 40 people participate originally. If each person talks about it with their family, then the people who will know about the project will be a little more than double. We'll multiply like rats after that. But think of it. Staff members from the museum knew about the visit too. People from the embassy went to the chapel the other day as well. Just how far has it spread? Kind of worried.
確かに少し怖いわね。
Fina says that after I explained the events of this morning.
でも達也の判断は間違っていないと思うわ。
You think? Makes me a little relieved to have Fina give her approval.
これから
Me
も
her approval.
身内の企画という方針を貫くのがいいでしょうね。
Estel and I most likely won't be able to deal with them by ourselves if people outside start to participate.
そうね。人数が変わるのはこちらも困るし。
Would it be a problem for you?
いいえ、こっちの話です。
Is she gonna bring some people?
ともかく今後は関係者以外の動きにも注意した方がいいかもしれないわね。エステルさんは何か言っていた？
About to now. I was thinking of going to see how she's doing today.
それがいいと思うわ。そういえば今日は礼拝ね。
Yeah, it is Sunday.
私も久しぶりに行ってみようかしら。
Let's go together then.
そうね。では準備をしてきますので少し待っていてちょうだい。
Fina returns to her own room after saying that. Fina and I head towards the chapel after a short while. Fina raised the brim of her hat and looks up at the sky. It's likely that she's cursing the heat. Are you okay?
ええ、平気よ。
Fina wouldn't say that it's hot or that it's cold on her own. I'm impressed. We enter the chapel grounds. There aren't that many people in the courtyard. Everyone is in the shade of the cloister.
私たちも日陰に入りましょう。
Yeah. Full of Fina and we enter the cloister.
これはフィーナ様。
The voice calls out to us when we enter the shade.
あら、カレン。
Good afternoon.
ご機嫌うるわしゅう。
カレンも元気にしているかしら？
はい。大化なく。
何よりね。でもカレンにここで会うのは初めてね。
なかなか時間が取れませんで。 申し訳ございません。
いいのよ。私も似たようなものですから。
Fiend and Cotton has been here a little more outside of Sunday service, but there's no reason to bring that up here. May I ask you something, Cotton?
どうぞ。
Staff members from the embassy came to the chapel the other day, and they seem to have been asking about the aforementioned tour visit. They were checking on the situation since Fina is
え
attending.
え。私のところにも話が上がってきました。
どうするつもり？
特には何も考えておりませんが。
それで結構です。学生の考えた企画です。いい年をした大人が目くじらを立てる類のものではないでしょ。
おっしゃる通りです。ですが、すべての人間がそう考えるわけではありませんので。
Something happened?
いえ、それを確かめるためにここへ参りました。もちろん、礼拝が第一の目的ですが。
Clang, clang. The bell rings and the chapel door is slowly opened.
お暑いところ、ようこそお越しくださいました。お入りください。
Estel informs us resonantly with a well-projected
随
voice.
分と落ち着きが出てきましたね。
Cotton whispers into my ears. You think?
地球へ来た頃の浮ついた感じがなくなりました。
Look at Estel. She greets each believer as they enter the chapel. If they disregard her outward appearance, her actions are like that of a school teacher. It certainly might be true.
誰の影響でしょうか。
It's me.
あなたたち、いつから内緒話をする仲になったのかしら？
That's not what it looks like.
申し訳ありません。
別に謝る必要はありません。
Fina walks briskly towards the chapel, having said that. Let's go.
はい。
Service ends without a hitch, as Estel got unused to it. Starting to see some flexibility in the tone of her sermon.
それでは、前の方からご退出ください。
Complying with Estel, the people sitting in the front seats leave the
な
chapel.
かなか立派な説法でした。
Fina whispers into my ear. You think? I'm not that I can compare it to.
立派なものだと思うわ。まだ何回も経験していないのでしょうに。
Even though she's praising Estel, it makes me feel happy.
そろそろ私たちが退出する番ですが。
ええ、行きましょうか。
We get out of our seats and head towards the altar.
皆さん、
今日はありがたいお話をありがとうございました。
Fina hands her an offering.
ありがとうございました。
Karen
お
follows
二
up.
人に神の祝福を。
Estel speaks to them as a person of God. Good job.
ありがとう。
You have a minute once you reach a stopping point. I'll be waiting outside.
わかりました。しばらくかかると思いますが。
I don't mind.
それでは失礼します。司祭様。
We bow and leave the chapel behind. Estel comes out from the chapel after a short
お
while.
待たせして申し訳ありません。
いいえ、お時間をいただいているのはこちらですから。
エステルも礼拝に慣れてきたようですね。
おかげさまで、最近は何とかこなせるようになりました。それで、どういったご用件で？
It's about the tour visit. Have you been taking an increase from people outside recently?
外部というのは、フィーナ様のクラスメート以外の方です。
ええ、ちらほらいらっしゃいますね。先日も大使館の方がいらっしゃいましたし、今日も礼拝が終わってから2、3人の方に。
The Linarians.
そうですね。見学に参加したいとのことでした。
Let's see. Fina and Cotton exchange looks. Seems the news has gotten quite far.
お話中、申し訳ありません。
Mortis comes out from the chapel.
これは孔司祭様。
ご機嫌麗しゅう、フィーナ様。申し訳ありませんが。エステル、ちょっと、
私ですか？
電話だよ。
こんな時間に？
Estel has a puzzled look on her
どうぞ
face.
ご遠慮なく。
申し訳ありません。
それでは、私もこれで。
Estel and Mortis enter the
孔
chapel.
司祭様は少しお疲れになっているのかもしれませんね。
私にもそのように見受けられました。
何か思い当たることがあるのかしら。
I know the direct cause, but he seems to have been worrying about something a little while back. Estel was worried about him too. Estel returns after a short
お
while.
待たせしました。
Estel looks a little miffed. Did something happen?
見学会の問い合わせでした。
もう
Can't believe they directly called you about it.
しかもこんな時間にです。
日曜の礼拝堂は どこでも忙しいのです。
Cotton tells me that.
少し考えればわかることです。それを地球人は。
It was an Earthling after all.
付き人なら常識的にこの時間には電話しません。
Estel doesn't seem to be calming down. Even though she's finally able to tolerate Earthlings, she'll retrogress at this rate. Can't be helped if they don't understand how the social etiquette is on the moon, but if you're an Earthling, I want them to stop their strange behavior, such as going out of their way to look up the phone number.
そういえば先ほど大使館の人間が来たと言っていましたが、どういった要件でしたか？
ピーナ様も出席されるということで身元を確認に来たのだと思います。
That's the same version I heard from Moritz.
あとは広報室の方が取材のお話にいらっしゃいました。
Interview. How'd you reply?
丁重にお断りしました。人に見せるためにやっているわけではありませんから。
See, I think that's good. I have people asking me about it too. About 50.
50?
Estel opens her eyes widely. They wanted to take part.
礼拝堂にはとても入りきりません。
Well, that's why I refused them. Can I make it a policy from now on to refuse interviewers and people who hope to take part?
構いません。
I'll ask you to do the same then. Please call my cell if something happens. I'm a number and hand her the memo pad.
もし手に負えないようなことが発生した場合は遠慮なく言ってきてください。できる限りのことはさせてもらいます。
ありがとうございます。
参加者の一人として今度の見学会は楽しみにしています。準備は大変でしょうけど頑張ってください。
精一杯頑張ります。
Estel replies warmly to Fina.
それでは私たちはこれで失礼します。
はい、失礼します。
Estel bows and then returns to the chapel. They thought they've been going to the chapel to making trees too.
方針も決まったようだしこれからは大丈夫でしょ。
If they listen to the fucking policies, because some people don't. I suppose.
それより準備は大丈夫なのかしら。
Fina asks with a smile. Try my best. Moritz Zabelfranz.
お越しになるのは明日かと思っていましたが。
博物館でちょっとした打ち合わせがありまして、他の方よりも早く登ってきました。
お疲れ様です。
いえいえ、おかげさまで今日は良いものを見ることができましたから。
とおっしゃいますと？
日曜礼拝ですよ。
なんといらっしゃってたのですか？
ええ、時間が取れましたので。今日礼拝を取り仕切っていたのが？
はい、ご紹介したかった人物でエステル・フリージアと申します。経験はまだまだ少ないですが必ずや良い成果を収めると思っております。
なるほど。
Foreign Affairs Chief acts like the Foreign Affairs Chief acts like he's thinking. I have no idea what he might be thinking of.
実は彼女を外務局にいただきたいと思っていましてね。
何ですと？
ですから外務局に来ていただこうかと思っているのです。
That's good news. I could not ask for more. Why is it? It is too good. It's giving me the creeps.
突然どういうことですか
？Ask him that after taking a deep
礼
breath.
拝を拝見してそう考えただけのことです。
Gonna cross into the Foreign Affairs Bureau on ability alone. The one who said that is none other than the Foreign Affairs Chief himself. Despite that, why?
外務局は実力だけでは渡っていけないとおっしゃっていたかと思いますが。
もちろんです。
He nods wildly.
そのことは変わりありません。ただその観点で不足のない人物だとお見受けしましたので。
Suddenly a scene flashed through my mind. After Mass had ended, Estel had conversed with Fina and Karen. Karen was Philia's confidant, and the future queen, Her Majesty. Estel was surrounded by those two.
あのような方を隠していらっしゃるとは。モーリッツ様もお人が悪い。
The conversation is progressing in a direction I didn't expect. Estel persisted in her efforts in order to move on to the Foreign Affairs Bureau. She's hindered by a thick wall at the moment, but right now she's obtained the chance to have her dream granted. His news should be welcomed, in spite of how the conversation is progressing in the direction that I hoped for. Something is bugging me. Is it okay if things progress like this?
彼女に話をするのは見学会を視察されてからにしていただきたいのですが。
実力を見てからということですか？
はい。コネクションだけで採用されたとあっては彼女も穏やかではないでしょう。
彼女の優秀さは学院での成績を見ればわかります。それに人間関係も実力のうちです。モーリッツ様ほどの方に改めて言うまでもないことかと思いますが。
しかし。
関係部署との調整を済ませてからまたこちらに伺わせていただきます。
Foreign Affairs Chief is treating her like a lucky find. Seems he simply does not intend to let her out of his grasp.
いつ頃になりますか？
できれば今週中には。
わかりました。
それでは、これは彼女にとって良いことですよ。そうでしょう。
He says that empathetically.
ええ。
That's right. It's very beneficial for Estel. Setting aside the process to get there, this will make her wish of entering the Foreign Affairs Bureau come true. Another you end. I'm gonna end it here for the day, actually. Got a CG. The day started quite late, so don't really want to go on for too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.